Okay. Hey guys. I realize this is probably also kind of a face reveal. So, hey. Should I even take my microphone? Okay. Anyway, it's around about 10 minutes until the actual ViDoc starts. I'm just gonna mess around Destiny for like 10 minutes and then we're gonna go over to that. Because apparently I've got stuff in my postmaster. I'm beginning to ignore that because I haven't done it on this character. I'm on my tie and I did it on my warlock for the video. Okay. So what's actually my postmaster? That still is weird for me to not see the traveler though. Also, I didn't even notice when I did the video that the music here has also changed. But it's also kind of cool that you can kind of see most of the city now. Pretty much all the way to the other side of the wall on the other far side of the city. Which is pretty cool. Still sucks that Rasputin died though. Still haven't gone over that. Okay. What do I have in my postmaster? Oh. Some engrams, which, considering it's the end of the season, I'm not really gonna bother maxing my light.
Goodbye.
Because I think I'm in a pretty comfortable position anyway. Could open whatever I have in my inventory now though, which is 4 prime engrams. Woo, exciting unboxing. Anyway. Is there anything I actually need to do in the tower? I don't think I do. So what have I not done this guy? I haven't done Shadowkeep. Don't really want to do Shadowkeep yet because, well, even if I was to do that, I wouldn't be able to do the first mission in, what, like 7 minutes? So, what's this? Oh, is this the Battle Raid and the dungeon? Oh, so there's Awakening. Cool. Cool. I realized I haven't done much on this character at all. So much to do. And quite literally not much time. I'm actually going to come back to this after the ViDoc or ViDoc. I don't know how you pronounce it. Is it ViDoc or ViDoc? But yeah, when that's finished, I might actually just do Shadowkeep for a while. Maybe do some other stuff. See how it goes. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Got that light on my face. Right. So it's 6 minutes until it goes live. Could just sit around for like, well, 5 more minutes now. There's really not much I can do in 5 minutes. I can't even go like here and I could probably talk to someone, but then that's just kind of like just talking to someone. Right, so I think I'm just going to go get ready for the course. So I'll be back in a moment. Right, I'm back. Because I realised I can just do a thing here. God, I'm useless at this. Nope, that's my camera. Right. Why is it not working? There we go. Okay. So yeah, 3 minutes. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay, so 3 minutes. Okay, so 2 minutes. I'm just gonna for the time being, just turn off my Xbox. So I'm just gonna mess around with that. Just gonna tune that off. That down. Okay, and now we are ready. My controller. Over to here. $60 seconds. So I'm expecting some Near Muna stuff, Strand, maybe a story, maybe a new trailer. And I'm also expecting probably towards the end they'll probably talk about the new season, which apparently is being called Season of Defiance, which is pretty cool. And apparently that's gonna be set over Earth while we're in Near Muna. So yeah, let's see how this goes in exactly what it says 60 seconds, but I think it's probably less than that. Because I'm not sure that's correct actually. Because it says 60 seconds here, but on my PC it says it's 58 minutes past 2, and it said it will go off at 3 PM as you can see there. So I'm not sure. It's a bit off. We'll have to see. As this premiere will begin shortly. Very, very interessante. Why didn't you have stream logo? Have you the dead icon? Bruh. Damn it, Riley. Hello. Hi. Sorry, I had the chat on the side. Oh, so for the record, it doesn't have the stream icon for Dead by Daylight. As far as I'm aware of, if you're the person I think you are, I want to send you the link. For some reason it sent the wrong image. I don't know why, but it's, if you actually look on the channel, it's a different image. Ah! Christ, that's loud. Okay. Let me just make sure that you guys don't get deafened by that as well. Hoping that's good. Yeah, that's good. Let me put that up a little bit. Oh. It's going live. Who do I think you are? I wonder. Anyway, what's this?
The stakes are higher than they've ever been.
Ooh. They're higher than ever been.
Have we been built to defend the Traveler? Have we been built to defend humanity? The Witness is going to bring all of that to the test.
What is that? How would we react?
Ooh, they're all together.
Facing extinction, and how are we going to stand together to overcome this?
You know what must be done.
We were created for this moment, to deal with this conflict, to solve for this enemy.
Ooh.
What
Grappling hooks.
happens when evil finally arrives and confronts the Traveler?
It's the As Light Falls Bungie ViDoc.
The Traveler is threatened. The Witness is here. Callus's forces are here as well. The Pyramid fleet is here. Big shit is going down.
Lightfall should feel like you have stepped into the middle of an active war.
One of the
It looks like that.
I wanted to push was making sure that you felt like the tip of the spear. You were the one who was
Wow.
initiating the action. You were the one who is taking control. You were the one who is attacking things. What
Cool.
Hone gave us the chance to do was to really surface the friendship, the camaraderie, the connections that we have to each other.
Kaido, we'll need your truth.
Oh, Kaido's actually there as well.
The end of the universe is coming. What do we have left other than each other?
Keep the enemy away from the Traveler. At all cost.
Cool.
Big, serious threat that is happening to the solar system. So we really wanted to bring that gravity
Oh, wow.
and that weight into the story.
In a major way, what we're doing
Is that
right now
Shaxx?
is we're both setting up the finale for the Light and Darkness saga. We're pulling the Witness into the frame for the first time.
The big question has been, what does it want with the Traveler? What will happen when it finds it? And in Lightfall, it does find it.
Is he like warp speed? Like warp traveling?
So drastically different from any other antagonist that we've had in Destiny in the past. Now, a lot of our Destiny antagonists are like kind of over the top and theatrical in their own way. And then we have the Witness, who's just so reserved. That's all about control with the Witness.
The Witness is here to finish what the collapse started. Now, there's Callus, always been power hungry, in it for himself. He's now signed on as one of the Witness's disciples. We're seeing Callus go through a transformation and emerge as something new.
My semblance matches my inner beauty.
The odds are stacked against you.
Right.
The Witness has arrived. We got Callus. Everything's under attack. How do we deal with this? And then you find this thread.
We knew we wanted to do another Darkness power in Destiny. Are we gonna
About
do
time.
Like, we're gonna do? Are we gonna make like poison? No. We're gonna do something that you'd only find in Destiny. We're gonna go talk about this thing called Strand, and it's the web of life.
What does it mean to have a cosmic web that's connecting everything around you? How do you actually make that like an ability? How do you make that like a power? It's something that doesn't actually exist. You can't just point to fire, electricity, or ice. Coming up with the idea of the strings, the strands lighting up the world. I think that was when everything kind of started to come together.
Strand is unlike any of the powers that we've gotten before. We didn't
weird
get it from
looking.
the Traveler, we didn't get it from the pyramids. It is a power that we find is unlocked within us as Guardians. When you pull on that thread and you start manipulating that web, ooh, you can do some really powerful things.
Yeah, that looks powerful.
Premium player
strand that we're introducing. So we have the Hunter Threadrunner, which is going to introduce this threaded spike.
The Hunter Super Silk Strike, it's this kind of rope dart. You're constantly moving, constantly attacking.
That's nice. That looks nice.
An amazing style to it. It's just something we've never seen in Destiny before.
And then there's the Titan Berserker, and the name is pretty fitting.
The Titan Super is Blade Fury, where you weave these giant blades onto your hands. You have
Yes.
a melee attack that you can kind of combo indefinitely, and then you have your heavy attack, which sends out these suspending waves.
Wow.
There's the Warlock Broodweaver, the mastermind of the minions that we call the Threadlings.
The Warlock Broodweaver Super is Needle Storm. You create 3 sources of power, and then those then get launched out, and then those fly through the air. When they hit an enemy, they'll explode. When they hit the ground, they will then charge up and then turn into Threadlings.
What the hell? It's like a Nova Bomb, but with like the...
All the classes
Oh, what's that? Like the colony tracker.
Takes up your grenade slot. It was a hard challenge because, like, how can you make this idea of swinging through the world equivalent to a grenade? And so designers came up with this idea of a grapple melee.
The grapple melee is incredibly powerful.
I can tell.
Go onto an enemy, which stuns them for a second, and then when I get there, I grapple punch, blow them all up, and start shooting, and then the unravel projectiles are flying all over the place.
All that stuff coming together was magic for me. Oh my god, that's Destiny?
So this is all looking quite nice.
Luna has existed for hundreds of years. It branched off from Earth during our collapse and shut off any communication. So they've been secretly existing on Neptune for a very long time and keeping themselves safe.
Yeah, it didn't work out very well for them though in the end.
It's amazing to see how the concept artist made all of this beautiful art feel really fresh and new, but also a part of the Destiny universe.
When we think about how to design Neomuna, like what's the architecture like? We're thinking of a lot of aerodynamic things, fins and sailboats. That informs us sort of the architectural form language that kind of looks unlike anything we've ever seen before.
The high winds, strong pressure. We have that beach area where we show sand is made out of diamonds. The whole terrain is following up into the beginning of the city. The color, the graphic design, the vibrancy, and yeah, there's some mysteries in there.
It looks very cool.
The cool thing about Neomuna is that it's like this big neon-soaked city, but it has quite a spectrum of different environments.
I think my favorite absolutely is the Thrillodrome. It is an arcade lost sector, and I think we
arcade lost sector.
Spending our days in a sticky arcade playing games with our buddies.
I'm also so excited for people to see the puka pond with all of the pukas that have been like such a mystery since Beyond Light.
Oh, they're the fish.
And then on the other side of the city is Callus's ship. The Typhon Imperator has landed square in Ahimsa Park.
The Typhon Imperator.
The city is indeed kind of in shambles in parts. There's smoke, there's explosions in the air, and I just go back to the teamwork of everybody getting into a room and thinking like, what can we do to make this feel high octane, very explosive, and familiar?
Yeah, I mean, they got that correct.
This is a city that needs the Guardians' help and needs their protection, and Callus is going to do his level best to destroy it, and we're not going to let them, and neither are the Cloud Striders.
There's a lot new
Wow.
about Lightfall. We have this new location, and it has these new personalities that come along with it. They're defenders of this city, and they have new perspectives that we really haven't seen in characters in Destiny, and that's taking the form of the Cloud Striders, Nimbus, and Rohan.
I understand what's at stake, Lightbearer. Far better than you.
Rohan is the grizzled old veteran who's too old for this shit,
And Nimbus is the young rookie. Nimbus is learning on the job.
Nimbus was definitely a favorite of ours to animate. They're so boisterous and fun-loving and a little smug, but super confident in their abilities.
The Cloud Striders, bottom line, are cool.
Nimbus, on your stakes.
We want the tournament
And now
to
there's
be
these
the most
guys.
scary unit that you've ever fought in the Destiny universe.
Holy crap, this combatant is very powerful. It means business.
It's incredibly intimidating. This thing wields a massive scythe, has command over all this void energy.
How should I bet that's gonna be an exotic like, glaive or something?
The Tormentor can like grab you, and that's something we've never really done before with the boss.
Throws out the scythe, has the player in his hands.
And in those moments for Dark Harvest, we actually do things with audio to make it feel even more intimate, where we duck out all the background sound. So you really have this intimate moment with this terrifying
Intimate.
grabbing you.
The war at home. Oh, so this is the season.
Season of Defiance are two sides of the Destiny coin. And so on the Lightfall side, we have crazy neon cities going on an adventure far away, sort of bombastic action fantasy. On the Season of Defiance side of the coin, it's a story that's much more closer to home.
Season of Defiance is about the ground war on Earth. Callus's forces are invading, and we're defending Earth. We're freeing prisoners.
Go now.
We're trying to protect the last.
Also, Mithrax, Amanda, Crow's gonna be there.
Threat than we have seen in a long time.
You're working with Petra. You're working with Devram. You're working with all these people that
Oh, Devram. That's.
and that are battling.
It's been a while since we've seen him. Ooh. Defying our end.
We have a lot of weapons and armor for players to earn, and I'm super excited to see what you've been working on.
We have a couple of strand exotics. The Warlocks are getting what's called Swarmers. They're these boots that will, on Tangled Destruction, create new threadlings at that location. Now they can either shoot it, or they can pick up a tangle and throw a tangle, and then that will also create threadlings. The hunters are getting this helmet that will help them grapple through the air. As you grapple, you gain this new ability called Woven Mail.
That's an interesting looking helmet.
For headshots. The Titans get boots that will augment a aspect that they have. The aspect itself will just send out a wave that will suspend enemies in front of their barricade after casting it, but the boots will split it up into 3 waves. Whenever they spin an enemy with these boots on, they also gain Woven Mail. So pushing the front line further and further by being tanky.
I have been caught by those boots a couple times in our playtest. We have this incredibly cool heavy metal machine gun that fires according to its own rhythm, where it gets alternate effects every 4th bullet, and then every 16th bullet, it gets even more added to it. We have this
Yeah, that's an interesting concept.
advanced technology to find your enemies, and so suddenly you're not worrying about aiming.
These like Keitel's armory kind of weapons, because they look like they have the blue kind of symbols on them that Kyle's Cabal have.
In your field of vision, and then just obliterate all of them was, I think, a moment where I kind of went, whoa.
We're introducing a ton of new features that are designed to make sure that the player experiences are as good as they can be.
I think one of the things we're most excited about are loadouts and what we're calling
Yes, loadouts.
which is the system of both, hey, let's make it more understandable to how you make a build, and then let's allow you to save that build and quickly swap between them.
When we started the process of figuring out how we are going to improve build crafting, one of the things that we knew we needed to do was make it easier to go from I have never done any build crafting to I'm really engaged in this system. When
I'm very much in that first stage.
to improve this experience, they came back with, well, what if we did a build management screen and let you see your whole build
with our Guardian ranks that's going to come in and basically be our first
Guardian ranks?
companion to every single player.
Guardian ranks is our answer to what should I be doing in Destiny if I want to get better. You have this track that tells you what you should be doing. We're really excited for players to start diving into that system along with accommodations, a way to finally say thank you to players that you've been playing with. We think all of this stuff is
Oh yeah, I forgot about that, but yeah, that's cool.
Cohesive relationship between our players. When we think about the future of Destiny, we think there's so much more to discover. We're just on the coast right now. We want to get into the heart of this continent.
We are walking to our 10-year anniversary of Destiny, and Destiny being such a core part of our players' lives. We just want to keep building Destiny.
We've been talking about this antagonist to the Traveler for so long. In Lightfall, we get to spend time with the Witness in a way that we haven't yet.
We're paying off storylines that have been coming together and been building for years.
More questions will certainly arise.
We have this finale with the final shape that's coming right after Lightfall, where we're closing down the Light and Darkness saga.
This does look cool. Very, very cool.
But Destiny is far from over.
This universe is about more than the conflict between the Traveler and the Pyramids, and we want to show you new ways to explore it. We want to show you new things to discover in the universe, because we think that Destiny has a lot to offer, and Lightfall is the catalyst for that. It's high stakes, thrilling action, all at the same time pushing the Destiny story to places it's never been before.
Nice. Okay. Is that it? Fish. So that's it. Wow. Thanks for tuning in. Okay. So I thought they were gonna show like a trailer for the season coming out, but see they're keeping that still pretty close to their chest. But pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, let me just get everything. Turn that back on. And we'll do some stuff. But the weapons look like they had a Kaito's sigil on them, which looks pretty cool. The amount of people that are going to be in the actual DLC, like Kaito, Mithrax. I think we saw Mara in there. Devrim is back, which we haven't seen since Red War. So I wonder if Soraya Hawthorne has a role. And then the new ranking system, which is a new one. I don't remember that one at all. I remember the endorsement and the build systems, which I can't wait for. But I'm still wondering how the actual Lightfall will end, because it seems like the battle is very much happening on Earth as it's happening. So I'm not sure how they're gonna end it off while making it seem like they're just dragging it on a little bit. So whether that means we're like locked in a stalemate for a while, it's like guerrilla warfare, we'll have to see. But that looks very cool. We got a lot more closer looks at weapons. Oh, so when they mentioned we get a lot more time with Callus and the Witness, I wonder if it's going to be like those cutscenes we used to get back in the Red War campaign for the original Destiny 2 campaign and Forsaken, where you kind of got the villain's kind of point of view, where it showed like the symbol of the DLC. So it was like the Red War, and then it was the Scorn symbol, where each time it was kind of their cutscene to let you know, oh, it's a bad guy cutscene. I don't think we've had that since Forsaken. Granted, actually, to be fair, we did have it in Beyond Light, but I don't think we had it at all for Witch Queen or Shadowkeep. Granted, Shadowkeep, there wasn't really much of a villain you could really say was working in the background of that DLC. And Witch Queen, she kind of didn't really know herself, and it kind of adds to the mystery of the DLC, so you kind of give that leeway. still, it would be interesting to see if they kind of do the old style where it's like, ooh, they showed the symbol, whatever the scene's got. I'm assuming it's, wait, that one, just above my head, the triangle one. I'm assuming it's that, because I'm pretty sure it's the Lightfall symbol. Like it'll be on the weapons and all that. But yeah, very very cool, very cool. I just went on the wrong character. Speaking of wrong character, I can now do that. Oh, wrong quick. Oh, so there's a chat, which is there. Fun. See you in Discord. Ah, there's the game. See you in Discord. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. Hang on a minute. Hang up call. Yep. Hang on, let me. Is Discord audio on? No, it's not. There we go. Hello, Green. For the record, was it you who was talking to the chat in the chat?
What do you think?
I thought it was genuinely Mixel.
Riley, Mixel's name is Max.
Yeah, that went over my head because I was just watching the fucking thing. But yeah, so I'm assuming you saw the thing through my stream, right? Green.
So, Riley, clarify. What the hell's the plan exactly?
Well, I was gonna just do some Destiny stuff, but if you want to do some Elden Bling,
I'm in Destiny right now. Am I, Riley? That entire stream, I was in the middle of a fucking Spire run.
Yeah. Did you see the rank system they're putting in?
No. I was in the middle of damage phase when you started talking about that.
Basically, they're adding a rank system.
Yeah, right. That rank system exists. So basically, if you're going through a raid with somebody and they do horrible, you can give them a low rank so people will know that they are kind of ass.
Yeah.
Or like in a Crucible game, I think. I think that's how they explained it. I don't remember. But I do like the new Callus design.
Yes,
It looks like he's from Dark Souls and Skyrim at the same time.
Yeah, I remember he actually said. I think he said in the actual thing, the outside of me looks like the inside of me now or something. I can't remember.
Also, Riley, to answer your question, they are adding a new glaive, and it's a stasis glaive.
Ooh.
But it's in the heavy slot, so don't get your hopes up.
Yeah, but like I said, I won't be surprised if that Dementor scythe becomes a glaive at some point.
Neither would I.
Okay, so what are you still doing that run?
I'm now just wrapping up damage phase.
How much damage did you do?
I don't know. We just killed it. I didn't look.
Oh, okay. I thought you.
I got the bow!
Oh, you finally got the bow. It took you long enough.
I know. God, that my leg hurts now.
I remember the days when you said, "Oh, I don't care about it," but I'm guessing by your reaction, you did care about it because you didn't get it.
Riley, I only care about it purely just so that way there's not a blank slot in my fucking collections.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Alright, now I can toss it in the trash.
Or you could potentially use it.
Fine, I'll use it and see what it's like, but don't get your hopes up because I have no idea what to I have no idea what to expect.
Anyway, what do I actually need to do? I haven't actually done Abhorrent Imperative yet. My tie-on.
What?
That's the final mission for the season.
Oh yeah.
Where
Also, I
Red
find
dies.
it funny you meet Aramis halfway through.
Yeah. I don't know. So, do you want to do Destiny or do you want to do some Elden Bling?
Well, didn't you say you had a hammer for me in Elden Bling?
Did I?
All I remember last night
I had a closer weapon for you. Whether you class it as a you could also class it as a club. But I think it counts as a hammer club hybrid.
An iffy one.
But it's a massive thing, and I know you like big weapons.
Bro, I proceed to go bonk.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not going back to Caled.
You went to Caleb?
Yes, and I'm not going back.
Okay.
Riley, I got halfway through Caled and these big bird-looking things just showed up out of nowhere.
Big birds.
Emergency meeting. Boom, bam, boom, bam.
I actually don't
Kind
know.
of cringe.
I actually don't know what this is about.
What?
I think there's actually the seasonal stuff, like not the actual final mission. You know, like the meeting that was back ages ago, where it was like with Mara, Mithrax, and Keitel, and then Anna walks in.
Yeah.
I think it's that.
Fun.
I didn't realize it was actually that far with the campaign in this game. Yeah, we also know. Hopefully, we'll finally get some much needed lore in the fish.
Riley, I said fish as you were talking about the strand where you. Hold on, what'd you call it? Where the strand were kind of like fish on the ground.
Oh. Yeah, I thought they looked more like the colony bots.
Rasputin, you can't be serious.
Rasputin.
We have no other options. Aramis has breached the Warsap network.
Really emotional scene right here. Just dancing.
Our most dangerous weapon will
You're
be in our
dancing. I'm
enemy's
taking a
hands.
selfie.
We'll be in the
Once she issues
background.
the command to fire, not even I will be able to stop it. Our only choice
But yeah,
will be to destroy
in that thing, they showed Keitel being on Neuramuna, and like with a full like legion behind her.
Oh, yeah, she's ready to go to war against her father.
Yeah, I think that's the only reason she's there, because I think otherwise she would be just stay defending Earth. But it's cool to see we're getting more Mithrax stuff. We're getting Devrim, which we haven't had anything since the Red War. So I'm wondering if Soraya Hawthorne might be an aspect. Also, in one of the cutscenes, they said Shax said he got hit, so maybe Shax might be dying.
So others may live.
Imagine if Shax dies, by the way.
The entire Destiny community will flame a Bungie if they let that happen.
He gets replaced by a poor robot. He gets replaced by Shiro. Shiro. You know the guy from Rise of Iron? He'll just get replaced by him.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, if they kill off Shax, everyone's gonna be mad they killed Shaq the dad.
I just got you back.
They'll probably be the closest thing to them
No, I
like being pissed off about Arcade 6.
I've always been with you, Anna.
But also it seems like what's her face? Amanda and the crew have made up a little bit, or they'll be making up during the season or campaign of the DLC.
We have no time to waste. Aramis has access to Hor.
Okay. We have no time to waste, so I'm gonna skip all your dialogue.
I'm gonna probably blow my head off because I don't know what I'm doing with this bow.
Oh, you're actually using it?
Yes, because why not?
Basically, Phasma, you have to get kinetic charge by killing things, then you do a hip fire, which will make like a window, and then you shoot through it and it'll do like more damaging tracking bullets.
So basically, I get a few kills, I just get a few normal kills, then I just hip fire and I get tracking and
Yeah, you make a bubble, and then if you keep then just killing things while aiming down, you can keep that buff on you as long as you want, and then you can use it when you want it. But
I thought I had to hip fire for that bubble to stay.
yeah. The only way you can make that bubble stay indefinitely is if there's loads of enemies that just don't die.
House Salvation has locked down the launch facility, and we don't have time to
And
regain
I think
control.
from memory,
Rasputin is going to try to
that
remotely
if you
scramble
do
the
die, you do
station's defenses.
lose the amount
Buy
of
you a
stuff
couple of
you
seconds to do a flyby
acquired.
and transmat in.
Emphasis. A couple of seconds. Brace yourself.
Doesn't surprise me.
So like we're going to this mission with the ship we get after he dies. Literally the ship that commemorates his death. Because it's literally called the Spirit of the War Mine. Do you know what something I complete? Do you know what something I
spam call?
Do you know what I completely forgot to pick up until like when the thing came out like Tuesday? Was when you did the Warsat shell, you could get like after you did the campaign, like a couple of weeks ago, like 4 weeks ago, whatever. I completely forgot to pick it up until Tuesday.
Seriously?
Yep.
Haha.
Have you forgot to pick it up?
I quite like the little shell. I like the raiding shell I have right now.
Yeah, I'm just trying to go for a nice war mind thing. Considering we're probably gonna get war mind. Yeah, but we won't get any. The sad thing is that we won't even get any more war mind stuff or even Siva stuff anymore because, well, like as fucking Rasputin said himself.
Rasputin's dead.
Well, Rasputin noticed himself that we no longer need a war mind.
It's maintaining position at the station. They know you're there.
Watch them bring him back. Watch them bring Rasputin back as many times as they did Tannis.
I bet you that there'll be like a nostalgia trip they might do where it's gonna be like time related, where he's like the vendor for the season, but it's because of time things, like a Vex season. Like it's an alternate version of him. I'll probably do something like that, I bet you. I bet you after the Light and Darkness saga's over, he's coming back for a season. And I will bet money on that.
Right, and that's when we get all like the Siva stuff.
Yeah.
Shit.
How?
I do find it. I still don't understand it though. Why did the Traveler take off from Earth's orbit? Was it trying to run from the Warsats, or?
Okay, I just got knocked off.
So did I.
I think it was. I think it could sense that the pyramids are just getting close in general, so I think it just went to the dip.
But now it realized that, and then after the Warsats were destroyed, it realized it couldn't. So.
Well, I personally think, similar to in Miner's Bife video he made, that was Rasputin that kind of shown him not to go, whether what way that might be, whether it's out like he can't go anywhere or just out of respect. Because if you think about it, Rasputin knew like how the speaker said himself, devotion inspires bravery, bravery leads to sacrifice, sacrifice leads to death. Rasputin knew all those things, and he did eventually die out of sacrifice. So maybe that was enough to make the Traveler stop.
House Salvation is preparing to repel your boarding.
But we're not sure if it was that, but I like to think it was that. It gives more weight to Rasputin's death.
I'm just like the Oni-chan.
I knew it would be you.
Yeah, she's got a lot of health.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, we're not technically supposed to kill her yet.
Yeah, I know, but they could have made it like... Okay, I'm dead. They could have made it like... she could, like, defeat her, but she just runs away. What happened?
I got locked out.
Were you locked out and then got knocked out? Or, like, what happened?
I'm outside the... I spawned outside the area, or I spawned outside the arena.
So I'm in here by myself. Great. I'm trapped in with the crazy woman.
Oh, now I spawned in here. Gotta get used to this bow though. I'm mostly used to like machine guns and handguns.
Eee! Well, I'm at level 105. Nice. How did you die?
Exploders. Exploder shank.
Ah.
Yeah, I died to a... Shut up. Yeah, I died to an exploder. A boomer.
So I just jumped into that frosty bite nade. I'm so used to my warlock that I'm trying to do the dash, Icarus dash, but I can't because of my tie-in.
Exactly why I'm glad I have the healing capability of Titan, because Titan.
Me throw hammer, me go ooga booga.
Me basic. Me,
Hello.
Me cringe.
How was that not killed? Okay, I might. It would be nice if I could kill anything with my hammer because, you know, reasons.
8 exploder shanks.
We've done barely any damage to Aramis. Oh, okay. You can just if you just last one. I thought you just meant to damage it at some point.
House salvation. Destroy the Guardian and vengeance for Reese is ours.
Guardian, Aramis has begun initiating the firing sequence. We do not have much time.
Oh, has she now? Yeah, but Green, did you see the stasis? What was it called? Tie-in super? The Wolverine? But the Wolverine with just with one claw. So basically that one alien from Ben 10. The tiger thing. Wrath, I think it was.
Wrath?
Yeah.
Yeah, why are we talking about Wrath now?
Because like the one claw on each arm.
Fair point.
Let me tell you something about this witness.
Why?
It's my favorite joke from Ben 10.
Access to a portion of station security. Deploying heavy frames to clear your
They made a joke about the witness.
No, I'm just making a joke about the whole Wrath thing, where he's always pissed off.
Fair point. Titans are usually angry as hell. I mean, look at Shax and Saladin. Literally both of them combined.
The Zavala is the only composed Titan.
I think. Also, is it near? Did those heavy frames look like fucking Sivas?
Kind of. But also, this is also technically again the last time you'll see these.
First and last time.
No, because we saw them back in season The Worthy.
Did?
Yeah. They helped you out in the legendary lost sectors. Or those legendary lost sectors before the legendary lost sectors we have now. Up-up-a-dibble-biddy.
The way to Aramis is sealed. I cannot gain access. However, transmat systems are now partially under my control. I have secured a transmat pad to the bridge.
I wonder who will actually fight or see Zero Wrath. Probably the final shape, come to think of it.
Well, Riley, if you remember correctly, conflict fuels Zero Wrath. So technically, if we fight her, we're just giving her more power, right? Is that how her power works?
No, I think it's act of great war, I think, is what makes her powerful. That's why if we like completely nuke our own men, that's an act of war. If she uses against us, it's an act of war.
Allied forces detected. Deploying heavy frame.
Slap somebody that's not declaring a war.
But technically if we killed her, she won. It's not a technical declare. It technically is an act of war, but she's dead. I just don't know when we're actually gonna face her, because if you think about it, this DLC we're going up to, that'd be Callus, basically. That's just Callus. Maybe the Vex somehow, maybe a raid. But then the Witness, the Witness is definitely the final shape. They can't have this Witness guy and say that the whole thing's finishing off with the final shape and not defeat the Witness. So is Zero Wrath gonna be a threat we fight after?
Or before?
Yeah. But I just don't know when we would before.
Oh, there's Lightfall, there's Lightfall, and then what? The final shape?
There's 4 seasons, the one included with the DLC, which is Season of Defiance, where we're on Earth. So maybe we defeat Zero Wrath while we're defending Earth. I don't know. But I doubt that. And also there's also the whole thing of Aramis' story.
Wasn't there another expansion between Lightfall and the final shape?
No. There's only 2 more DLCs left. This one and the next one.
And then what? We gotta move on to Destiny 3 and pay $60 again?
Oh, well, apparently they're never going to do that, but it will be the end of the Light and Dark saga, so that's the Traveler and the Witness. So the Witness has to kick the bucket, or at least be dealt with by the final shape. Because he's an integral part of the Light and Dark saga.
What if the Traveler goes boom?
Well then the fucking Witness.
What if both of them go boom? Like we kill the Witness, but at the same time he nukes the Traveler.
Then we lose both of them. I don't know.
And then we just spend the next DLC getting some form of our powers back.
I don't know. But maybe it'll be like a bit like how Goal said when he had the light himself. It's a coming of a new age. Without the Travel or the Witness, but the light's still kicking around. Well, I'll just have to see. But like there's like I said, there's 3 main enemies that we don't really know what's going to happen, or 2 actually, because we know what's happening with the Witness, we know what's happening with Callus. But we don't know what's going to happen with Aramis. My idea is she's going to turn tail, maybe join us, or completely flee. That's what I think is going to happen to her. And then with like Zero Wrath, I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, Zebu's kind of a wild card at the moment.
Yeah, those streakers are taken care of.
What do you think? So yeah, hold on. The epilogue for this season is in 2 parts, right? The first part this week.
I'm not sure anymore because it seems fairly like clear cut what happens.
Now hang on. What if fucking What if next week we get the second part of an epilogue and it's just telling us about I don't know what the Traveler's doing or I don't know. Hell,
well, we know the Traveler doesn't fully bail.
The epilogue is us getting the Traveler back to Earth.
Maybe, but I know for a fact the Traveler doesn't leave Earth because the whole fight with Earth is happening above Earth, where the Traveler is. So that battle will not be happening if the Traveler wasn't still there.
The last city's still on Earth, Riley.
Yeah, but the whole reason the Witness is here isn't for the last city. He's here for the Traveler.
What's that at 93%?
So he probably still like take on Earth, but he'll probably leave it to a later point if the Traveler moves to say Jupiter.
I thought this person's name is Scourge of Earth, but motherfucker, you can't even scourge us.
Well, if you notice, all the other bosses we were fighting were Scourge of Helium Drinkers, Scourge of the other places. They're all places the Hive have conquered. So it kind of... Okay, I died. I didn't die here before, so that's annoying. No, I died to a sniper. So it's kind of
Premature name.
Well, it just shows how serious Zero Wrath was about this thing. Like, she thought she was gonna win here. Oh, so there's a rally banning here? Since when?
Apparently.
I didn't notice it the first 2 times I did here. But it would be nice to know about. Just waiting for Sniper Boy to kick about. Oh, no mind. There it is. Eat bullets. Ah, nope. Okay, I just fucking launched myself off.
I just died.
Why is she exclusively targeting that attack on me? Or were you next to me? You're next to me.
That's her only attack, Riley.
Yeah, well she's about to do another attack if we don't kill that knight.
Okay, I'm throwing Loreley's Splendor back on.
Now you do that. Because I don't know why you're... Ow, okay. Oh. I do like it's actually the Warmind DLC music though, playing. That's a nice touch. Maybe we can play some Elden Ring. Ah ha ha.
Question: Do you think we are capable enough to take on Rodon? I mean, fucking.
We could try and do Renala,
yes.
but I don't think we're ready for Radahn.
I think, speaking of Renala, I think I found her dwelling, or wherever you go to.
It's Hogwarts.
Ah, magical racism land.
Sure. How do you keep dying?
I died because of the purple spikes. Seriously, I died because of purple spikes and a handful of thralls. Believe me. Right, I'm not used to this game's controls anymore. I've been playing too much Dead by Daylight and Elden Ring. Well, what the hell else was I supposed to do? This game got boring because it fucking takes 2 weeks just to have the epilogue. You can't say I'm wrong.
No, but hopefully with the whole ranking system, that should change. Because that seems to be linked to more like actual feasible challenges. You're getting hit with the spikes again.
You know what? I do have a serious question though. Why was Morgoth just chilling out in front of Stormvale Castle, even though he's able to kick our ass right before we go into the city below the glowstick bridge?
Because he's trying to, because he knows Godric's the weakest one, so he's trying to stop us from even getting that room.
Hang on, Darkfield was the weakest one out of all of them?
Yeah, by far.
Yep.
He was considered runt of the litter.
I remember you telling me this, but I didn't believe you.
And General Rodan in his prime is considered in his prime, which he is not anymore because of the Scarlet Rot. He was considered the strongest of them all.
So who is the current strongest?
I don't know actually. Maybe Rykard? I don't know. Maybe Rani actually. I don't know. Ow.
I just think, Riley. Alright, so fucking Renala of a full moon. Explain to me why she has several baby clones of herself.
Because she got the rune of rebirth and she's basically trying to make new children, but it doesn't work. Obviously.
That why there's just like 30 babies of herself.
Well, that's why they're crawling, because she can't get it right.
And why is she trying to be reborn?
And she's not reborn herself, she just wants to make people more pure, I think.
Also, who's she the ex-wife for?
Radagon.
Who?
Radagon, who is the second Elden Lord and technically the other half of Marika. Who Marika is the mother of Morgoth.
Something's happening. Do you feel that?
Ah,
It's like
that's pleasant.
a heartbeat.
Pretty much all the demigods you fight, apart from Rykard, Rodan, and Rani,
But there's activity
she is the mother of.
in the tower. The traveler is reacting.
The traveler is reacting.
It's too
Familiar.
familiar.
Emergency meeting.
I like the awkward pause.
Alright, now we can skip this cutscene because
It's good first time, but it's like any cutscene, you don't want to watch it again. Unless unless it's nostalgia things, but this cutscene hasn't been out long enough to actually get nostalgia from it. Right, so Elden Bling.
But yeah, my dexterity is still at 12.
Yeah.
And my strength is at 33. I did get my endurance up by, I think I got it up to at least 23 now.
Yeah. That's good.
Now I just need to figure out where the hell I'm gonna find a shitload of runes. Because Riley, it costs 12,000 runes just to level up once.
Yeah, I've got to get like 15,000 runes.
My point exactly.
Anyway, I'm going to end the stream here. I might stream later today if we're doing Dead by Daylight. But if not...
Assuming that guys ever wake up.
Well, like instead he woke up at like 1. So, it's not really good. But anyway,